Hey guys, today I want to talk about what kind of happiness will you find in the Philippines? Will you find your true happiness? I saw this the other day and I wanted to read this to you. It was written by a gentleman by the name of R.M. Drake. He must have been an expat or something because it just fits the expats to the T. But I didn't look up who he was, but I'm just kind of guessing he must have traveled at some point. Because he says, sooner or later you're going to find that place you've been looking for. And it will pour there, and you will run beneath the rain and stretch your arms there. You will welcome the storm, and you will feel all the things that stir inside you. You will be happy there. You will be free, and you will find the inspiration to love again. Wow. If that doesn't fit an expat, man, nothing does. Because most of the expats come over here looking to love again and to find that freedom that they've been looking for all their life, where they can stretch their arms out during a rainstorm and just feel that freedom, that nothing's going to ever bother them again. Or if it does, it's just going to be small stuff. You have to have a duck's back in the Philippines, because in the Philippines, a lot of things happen. I wanted to talk about this a little bit because a lot of expats that come here, they find what this guy is talking about. They find it. They truly find it. And how many would I say find that peace and tranquility here? It depends on the day also, but I would say overall, the majority of people here are pretty happy. I'm pretty happy here. I've gone through my turmoil here and done my day in hell here, and we all have at some point or another, and some who haven't will be. Their day will come also, I'm sure. And I don't want to jinx anybody or anything, but it's just part of life in the Philippines. We all have our good days and bad days. A while back I lost a friend here. He was only here for a year. And he was talking about how exactly what this R.M. Drake was talking about. How he felt an extreme amount of freedom here. And he also found the love of his life here. And he found a family here too. And Thomas was like this incredible person. He was an incredible man. Him and I became friends over the phone because he was from Massachusetts. I was from Massachusetts. We loved talking. We loved I've talked about this gentleman before. But he went home for a while. And when he went home, I could tell he was stressed when he was home. He didn't like what he was seeing when he was home. He didn't like the feel he was getting from people, both in his family and from friends and stuff, the fact that he moved over here. And I had told him before he left it might be too much of a stress on him for him to go back there and then come back here in such a short time, because you need rest, and it's hard to travel when you're near 70 or over 70 or even around your late 60s. It's harder to travel, and it takes a lot out of your body. It just beats on you. Well, he came back and he died a few days after he got here. And that's why I tell people, be careful when you guys go home and stuff like that. If you're older, think twice about going home, because it might take too much out of you. It really does. And not just that, when you get home, the aggravation of meeting people that you tried to escape from before, but you forgot what you were escaping from, and then you went back and you gave them the second bullet to take a shot at you. And then they usually do. That's the sad part. But don't let people do that to you, and your life will be 10 times better. Stay here, stay in peace. You're going to go through your problems here. Most people find their happiness here. I found happiness here. It's not 100%. Life is not going to be 100%. Like my dad used to say, life's not going to be perfect till you die and you're in heaven. It's like, I never thought of it that way, but I guess it's true. Life is not perfect. But you know what? I see people here. They're very happy. They have their days and they have their moments during the day when life can be a little bit tough. I see my dog over there looking at Watson. He's looking at the trash bucket over there. He must smell something in there or whatever. But anyway, I want to talk a little bit about that, because most people over here, the majority of people over here, are pretty happy. I mean, maybe when you get, some guys go back, they say after 10 years or something like that, or they want to move on. We've seen a couple of vloggers recently mention that they're getting ready to move on to another country or heading back home to the States or what have you. And it doesn't mean that they hate the place here. They like it here. It gave them a good run, but it kind of wears on you sometimes. It doesn't mean you don't enjoy it. It just means, hey, it's time to kind of move on, like you get kind of bored with it, so I mean, you got to kind of bear with it sometimes. There's a lot of guys who want to stay here for life and they love it. They build their paradise around them, their house, so that they have everything inside their household and out in their yard and everything to keep them happy. And that's key here. It really is, because like I've said before, this is the last stop on the bus for most of us. But some of us, it's not. Some of us still get up and keep on moving. Well, we come here, we stay here 4 or 5 years or 7 years or 8 years or whatever. And then guess what? We move on, and, some of us, we dig in here. We want to stay here. Some of us have pets here, like this guy right here, my dog Watson here. And it's hard moving with animals here. Some people, if you have money, you can move with your animals here, and it's costly to take a dog from one place to another here, or a cat, or whatever kind of animal you have. So just remember that if you're coming here, animals also are something to kind of keep you grounded. And it's good to have an animal here because, they're your best friend. They won't do stuff wrong to you, and people will sometimes. And, one thing I know is that having a pet is something that makes me feel better here. It keeps me more at peace here. This guy here can be kind of a nag though, for kind of, wanting you to pat him all the time. He always wants you to pat him. He loves everybody. The only people this dog barks at is other people that aren't from the neighborhood. Otherwise, he loves everybody in the neighborhood here. He's kind of friendly with everybody. And, like I said, having a pet grounds you here. And it keeps you motivated to keep on going. And it keeps you from suffering from depression, things like that. So it's good to have a pet here. But the biggest thing here is to have a good wife here, a good girlfriend here. It just makes such a difference here. It just makes all the difference in the world to you to have a decent girlfriend here. If you don't have a decent girlfriend or a decent wife here, life's going to be miserable here. I'll tell you right now. And that's the key over here. But there are guys over here that come over here and stay single, and they're happy over here. They're motivated by their hobbies or just traveling, making friends, things like that. They don't want anybody in their life, and they're okay with that, because it's funny because the Philippines, people are very friendly here. So you can walk up to almost anybody and make a new friend. Whereas in the United States, it's gotten a lot harder lately. And that's one big plus in the Philippines, is that, so if you come here, guys, make new friends here. That's the first thing you should do. But always have your eye out, and always, look for those red flags in friends, girlfriends, what have you. I got a chicken crossing here in front of me, a hen. It's from over in the mayor's yard. She's got a lot of hens coming over here lately. I don't know why there's so many, but anyway, stay on top of things, guys. Keep your peace. Find your peace here in the Philippines, and you'll be fine. Settling in here, wow. Once you settle here and you find your peace, your inner peace, that's where it's all at. And it's not going to be peaceful 7 days a week. So get over that now. God bless, guys. Take care.